Okay, guys. I've got a Squier Tele here. Gotta take this strap off because straps on the bench are dangerous. And we'll take that off. And this Squier Affinity had come in the other day, and I had already taken it apart and dealt with some wiring issues. But what is going on with this thing is it's got a ground noise going on, and I'm believing it's the jack. So we're going to replace the jack. I know we're already set into that, but I took the strings off. I'm going to just check it and clean up this fretboard a little bit, put a little naphtha on it. We're going to clean the body. There's a series of small holes all through this body, and the owner seemed to not like that. And the guy's a nice guy, so I'm going to hook him up. I'm going to fill these holes, and I'm going to address them with a little. I'm going to fill them with some maple toothpicks, and I'm going to address the holes so you don't notice them so much with a little touch of Stumac color tint amber. Um, there's a mess right here. I'm gonna scrape this off with a razor blade because it's proud, and then we're gonna do a little glue boost in there, and then fill that with amber as well. And I think the amber will mix well with the Fender amber finish. So we're gonna clean this up a little bit. We're gonna go with some naphtha on it. But what I need to do is remove this bridge. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 screws holding the bridge down. It's a top loader bridge. There's no holes for the strings. So we're going to remove the bridge, and we're going to make sure the bridge ground here, this thick wire here, is the bridge ground, and we're going to make sure it's connected. Just because I want a little extra insurance, and then we're going to replace this jack, and then we're going to try again. And if we're still getting the ground noise, then we're going to remove this pickup. This pickup is super microphonic, and I believe it's shortened out a little bit. It's got a ton of output compared to the neck. I believe we got a cross coil wire in here somewhere. So we might remove this, and the guy's more of a metal player. So I do have a dual rail humbucker pickup from a previous project sitting in my bin over there, and I think we might put that in there. So we might just tear this whole thing down and give it a good upgrade, just because the guy was pretty cool. He bought one of my other Strats. He brought the budget relic, the one I made from junk parts out of my shop, and hand relic with a Shinto rasp. We're definitely gonna need a soldering iron today, so I'm going to wet down the sponge here, so we get a good surface for cleaning. I already checked the strings when I took them off. It seems like he had a 9 to 42 set on there. So I got plenty of Dean Markley blue steels from a previous job. Oh, these are all loose. We're going to have to tighten all these up. Tuners are loose. That could be a lot of his tuning stability problems. So we're going to tighten these up. Wow, that one was coming off. That one is broken, I think. But there we go. We're all tight now. Yeah, definitely better. These are pin tuners, I believe. Yeah. Pardon any noise in the background. I got Formula One qualifying on in the background. I want to watch. I missed qualifying yesterday, so I'm watching it now. And then the race is on this afternoon, so I want to watch that. And well, let's get to it. Where is the small screwdriver? There it is. No, we don't. We need something a little bit better than that. We need number 2 Phillips. We'll go with that. And then we're gonna clean everything up. You know what? We're gonna do that right now before we even get into this. We're just gonna use a little soapy water and get all the dust and gunk off of this front of this guitar, where under the strings it was not. You know, you can't get to them. Yeah, understandable. Sometimes you don't have time to change your strings. When you're changing your strings, you don't have time to be worried about cleaning your guitar. You just change your strings and getting going. So here we go. We got a little soapy water going on there. Clean that up. We're gonna. All that is soapy water. I like just, you know, a couple drops of Dawn dish soap in a small container like that, or I use Simple Green. Simple Green is basically just dish soap, soapy water. It's a water-based cleaner. Simple Green is very good. And you know what? Simple Green smells really nice too. If you play your guitar in a lot of smoky bars, or you're a smoker yourself, and you want to use Simple Green to clean your guitar with initially, and then use your guitar polish, because the Simple Green will get rid of stuff like tobacco stains, tobacco smell, cat. If your cat likes to relieve himself in your guitar case, I've had a couple customers do that, where the cat had pissed in the guitar case, and your guitar smells like freaking cat piss. Simple Green will get rid of it. The only thing that's going to get rid of the smell in your guitar case, though, is probably a good interior shampoo for a guitar, or for a car rather. You know, something you're going to scrub into that carpet and let soak, and then vacuum it'll absorb the smell, and you vacuum it out with a vacuum and it takes it out, and then you put down like another product, like a powdery product, and do it again, and that will get rid of the cat pee. But as far as on your guitar, you got smells on your guitar, like I said, tobacco and or marijuana, either way. Uh, any kind of smoke that sticks to cigar smoke, even, you know, that sticks to the guitar, the nicotine, the tar in the burning product will stick to your guitar like glue, and your guitar will have that inherent smell on it. So your Simple Green will take that crud off. And if it's really bad, you use a little naphtha and then a little Simple Green, and you'll see the stuff coming off on your rag that you're using with the detergent. So here we go. We've got the bridge loosened up, taken off, and we want to see where that offending ground wire is. And there it is. This guy definitely had dogs. There's dog hair under here. This pickup is not grounded. It doesn't have a metal plate. I think we're going to just change this pickup. I know it sounds like a major operation, but you know what? I think this guy's all right. He's a very good friend's brother, and he seems a really cool guy. And he's going to be back here on Monday, and I'm going to upgrade him here. At least, even if I don't change out for the hot rails, I do have I think it's an old Lawler or an old Lindy Fralin. Very well wound Tele pickup, single coil. It has the metal plate on the bottom. It's an Alnico magnet pickup. It'll be leaps and bounds better than the ceramic, which I believe is starting to short out because it's extremely microphonic. It's definitely not wax potted. It's definitely not a hot pickup. You can see there's very little coils on there. There's a lot of room under this bobbin. So I think we're going to swap it. So let me go look for pickups, and I'll be right back. Well, here's our problem. We're definitely putting a whole new harness in this thing. I went to take the tone knob out, and the whole pot disintegrated. That is the pot shaft in the knob. So we are putting a whole new harness in it. I do have one here. So there you go, Ken. You're getting a whole brand new harness. Stay tuned. Here we go, guys. New harness is in. It's just 2 simple wires. Everything is swapped out. It's got a new base plate and everything with it. So everything is all tickety-boo. We're all good. We've got a screaming humbucker in the bridge now, and we got the original Squier rhythm pickup. And what we're going to do now is we're going to do, we've done so much for Ken already here, but what we're going to do is we're going to take a few of these toothpicks and we're going to fill these holes in the front of the body with a little tight bond. Maybe, you know what? We're going to be using the super glue anyway, so we'll just do it with CA glue. Because we're going to need to fill and finish here. Because what's going to happen here is, let me do what we're doing. We're going to take a razor blade and we're going to take off whatever's proud here. Whatever happened here is proud of the body. So, let me move the camera and we're going to scrape it so it's level with the body. So the little part that I had to, and that's much better. We're still a little proud. What I'm doing is going parallel with the body. We're only hitting the high spots. I went ahead and seated this first insert till we get down to the poly, and the poly is very durable. And whatever little scratch we put in here with the razor blade, we're going to be able to buff out really quickly with some 3000 grit and some glue boost, some medium viscosity super glue. So this is what we're going to do. Yeah, we're still dealing with life here. But we had to have these bigger size bushings because these holes are much bigger. Last time I used this was in my bathroom, actually, putting up a holder for my shower head, so I might have gotten a little sloppy and not cleaned the tip off. So I'm hoping, and we just put a big drop in there. The one we need to fill the most is right here, and that one's not going to fill with just one. So we need our flush cuts. Yeah, there we go. Need our flush cut, and then we'll take the other end of this. You just want to carefully, a little more glue. In this particular build, because we're only using the tip, just the tip. We need to pound that in just a little bit. Get this thing started here. There we go. And again with the flush cut. Now we will take that down. There's some other holes here that are pretty big that'll work with the super glue, with the body of the body of the toothpick. Oh, do not fall like that. We're going to turn the soldering iron off. We are done with the soldering iron.
And finish it up the rest of the
There's
way.
that.
Seating it into the
Flush
wood.
cuts.
At least that's
And another.
in theory.
A couple drops.
Yeah, I still may have to go back with
That one's gonna have to get pounded in.
kind of hammering these in. But again, we'll watch the
Look at that, went right in.
So we're going to do all these.
That is a fretting hammer, so it's not a great big pounding hammer.
Anytime soon, that's for sure.
And these are cutting off pretty flush.
So I'll get right back with you. Okay. Now we
Let's
have
see
our
what this one is.
Insert bushings, whatever you want to call them.
Oh, that one worked fantastic.
So we'll flip
We definitely need just a thin skim
one thing to keep in mind
of
is
CA
the line tuners. Of course, these
on
are
that one.
rotated because we have a reverse headstock. But you're going to have two in the kit.
That one needs a pointy one.
On one end.
Some of these screw holes are very tiny, but there's numerous holes all around the body. And he did seem to express some dismay about them. So we're kind of giving him an unexpected bonus. We're going to fill these in, and we're going to try to finish them with dots of amber color tone, and it should mix with the body very nicely. And I'm thinking, you know, if we can help out our good customer here, that he will be very happy with our results. Look how deep those holes are. What did the previous owner have on this guitar that was requiring such
on a drill bit to let us know not to go past this point? So we gotta keep an eye on what we're shooting.
Such small and deep holes? Did he have some sort of overlay over the top of the guitar? I'm thinking maybe. This one here, it's got a little glue in it. And we're just going to stick a... Oh, I lost one of my... I lost one of my... Look, I just took the very tip of the screw.
You don't want a lot of bending or anything.
The very tip of the toothpick. These are not technically toothpicks. They're what they call cocktail sticks. They are maple, and they're made of pure maple. And they're a lot better than some of the regular toothpicks are made of balsa. That one's going to need a small one. That one's going to need a small one. That one's going to need a small one. Now that one is not a hole. That was just a... That one's going to need a small one. That one's going to need a small one. Oh, here we go. Somebody, I mean... Should we go nuts and make some of these small holes bigger and fit a whole toothpick into them? Maybe.
This drill is not, the drill bit's not actually cutting
but
this deep in the wood too because of the,
you know, it's
frame of
this is just a bonus
so that actually worked out good
for our customer. And I believe that I can make this better. So that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to make this better. We need a small one there and a small one there.
So that is good. Let's turn this over and
we'll glue out.
Like from this side.
We're not using tons of glue. We're just using enough to set these toothpicks in.
This is really nice. Really, really nice.
All right, here we go.
Now we're going to turn our attention to this bone nut that we have from StuMac. We're going to have to do some finishing on the sides because, you know, it's a sharp edge and everything, and then it's kind of hanging over a little bit.
All right, so there we go. We're all filled up. Now what we'll do is take a little bit of the activator,
What I'm going to do is I think I have
spray
where I did.
each hole with the activator,
Okay, and if I'm just a little wrong, it's nothing.
because this will
Because it's not really in
solidify that glue
But I'm gonna
immediately
file it down
and allow us to get out our sanding pads,
show you how I'm gonna do
our fluffy sanding pads,
this.
and
Just set it like
take
this
these
for
down.
I'm more
We're going to start with, let's start with a 600. You know what, we'll start with a 320
So
or a 400. How's that?
the finish.
We'll start with a 400.
Itself, and then it'll come down under the.
And don't worry that I'm not, this poly is so hard. We're really not hurting this poly. All we're doing is trying to get rid of the edge of the toothpick, which stands proud. For now. And that is feeling very well. A little more. And you can see most of the dust is white. Most of this dust is the white, hard poly surface. And then we'll go a little further out. And there we go. So that is flush. And we'll do these two.
Okay.
I won't make you watch me sand all these flush. We'll pause it, and we'll come back. When we're all sanded flush, we'll get down to about 800 grit. We'll get down to about 800 grit. And then we'll do the fill and finish. We'll dye these with a little vintage amber and try to blend them into the existing finish. That is nice. That's not even snagging. This one is snagging a little bit. This one's sitting very proud.
Let me do this off camera and I'll get back with you, okay? So as you can see,
Very proud.
But
What we're going to do is we're going to mix a little super glue with some vintage amber tint. And we're going to come in here and dot all these.
felt pad attachment.
And,
Looking pretty good.
you know, StuMac has their glue booster fill and finish. All it is a medium viscosity super glue, which is what this is, which I'm going to cap off for right now because I do not want this. I do not want that plugging up. We need that in a minute. And I'm going to continue on sanding these flush because there's quite a few of them. And we're at 400 now. We're going to get down 2 more grits and then we're going to work with it. And as you see, we're not harming this at all. I mean, we spray this with we put a little naphtha on that. You won't even see it. So we're gonna get this. Once we get it finished, we're gonna get this down to 3,000 grit, and then we're gonna buff it. So that's where we're going. I'll be back in a bit. All right, guys. I've pretty much done all I can do here, except for string it up and give it a good clean on the neck. We polished the body. We polished it with the extreme cut automotive buffing compound, and then we polished it with the ball polish. You cannot really feel these holes anymore. These holes are gone. Do they match the body? No, that did not turn out. I did all the techniques that I watched in Harpeth Guitar Repair from Nashville. Guy's a Finnish master. So I tried doing everything that he was doing, and the color did not match. So I don't have an extensive batch of colors here to go through it. So we got a little too much brown in there. Maybe I should have not put the color in and just oiled the top of the maple sticks, and done that. But we're polished up. Everything's super smooth. You can't feel where the holes are anymore. The finish has been restored, and we polished the body back up to like a 3000 grit, and then went with the heavy compound. And then the Ernie Ball guitar polish. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to clean the neck with some naphtha, and then we're going to string it back up. So we'll just get out the naphtha, and we'll pour some naphtha on this neck. It is full of goo. You can see it's not patina. The car's way too new for patina. It's just dirt. So we're gonna wipe off all the dirt. I know, it's tone dirt. I know. We're getting rid of all the tone. Look at that. We're cleaning off all the tone out of the neck. There you go. No, we're not. This is gonna make the guitar feel better. I might even get these frets are not worn. Their ends are done well, so whoever been taking care of the neck did a pretty good job. We're not snagging really. Maybe right there. We're not snagging on the fretboard at all. So we'll just maybe go over these with the fret eraser and just make them smoother. But this is a very decent example of a Squier Affinity. And now we've gone and modified it with the hot humbucker, and I believe that'll be. I'm throwing this rag out. We get a new rag. Gotta put some of this stuff away. Gotta put some of this stuff away because it's all on the way. New microfiber rag. Go over everything. We're nice and smooth. We're not going to condition the fretboard because it is lacquered. It has got poly all over the top, so the oil would not even go down into it. So we're just going to restring this and keep going. It's looking pretty nice. Everything's wired nicely. We're going to set this up in a better position. We definitely do this after the strings are on, but we want to make it somewhat level. There we go. We'll make it level with the string angle. And we're going to string this up. I will come back after we string it up. We'll intonate it, and we'll do a tone test. Okay, guys, here is the Squier Tele Affinity that we have tuned up for my friend Ken. We changed the knobs out. We put a whole brand new harness in it. We ended up putting a brand new pickup in it. And we filled all the extraneous holes in the body, which didn't turn out as well as I wanted, but at least they're filled. But this is the main reason. This is full blown. There's no noise. So this is a Squier top load Affinity Tele top loader bridge, pain in the ass to restring, but now it's got a Dragonfire Hot Rails Tele pickup in it. It's still got the Squier Affinity Tele pickup in it, but you can still get the way the Dragonfire works, it kind of splits off one coil as you turn it down, and you still get that Tele. Still get that Tele twang until you turn it all the way up. And they mix really well together. You get this really nice Strat honking tone. Get a real nice Strat honking tone, like if you're doing Pride and Joy, like I was just doing. You're doing that solo. You want to start off in that honky tone. You want to get. And switch to the neck pickup. Switch to the neck pickup at the end. You get that wonderful throaty single coil bell-like tone. But during the rhythms, you want the two pickups mixed together. Thing still gets some really great Fendery tones, but now we have the added addition of the humbucker. You could get woofs like a freaking full-blown humbucker guitar, like a Charvel with a humbucker in it. So this thing is freaking sweet. I think Ken will be very, very proud of his guitar. He might yell at me for these discolored holes, but they're filled in. And I know he was very distressed about those holes. But they're all filled in. This little spot down here that was all proud is gone. And we've got brand new harness, new knobs, brand new pickup, new jack, new switch, everything. Everything electronic in this guitar, brand freaking new. And seriously, because these are all parts out of my bins, he's going to get away. He's already given me like $5 up toward this guitar. So like he's going to get away with maybe another $15, $20 on this guitar, and that's it. Because these are all parts out of my bins. So if you need a guitar resurrected, 90% of the time I've got parts in my bins that I could use and sell you with a super discount and install them myself and or sell them to you outright if you want. But this guitar is set up nice. Like I said, Ken's a tinkerer, so he's done the fretwork really nice. The frets are really nice. The action is very smooth. The action is very low. For a Squier Tele, you're not getting any lower than that. I made sure to check the intonation. The intonation was spot on. We strung it up with the same nines that was on it. So. Thing is sweet, 100%. Can't wait for you to come pick it up tomorrow, Ken. This thing is awesome. See you guys next week. This is going to be our Friday feature video, I think, or maybe the jazz bass from last week. We got a couple in the queue. So, and we still have the Oracle in the queue. The Oracle. When you guys see the Oracle, you're going to freak the hell out. The Oracle was insane. I have not got the go-ahead from my boss to post the Oracle yet. So the Oracle video is still in the queue. This is definitely a Fender I'm not bashing on. So this is I hope you enjoyed the Fender bashing video. I know some of you are going to comment and say no. It pained me to make that video. And it was a horrible setup. But we're back to normal. Happy Friday. Have a great weekend. Like, subscribe, and comment. One-Legged Luthier on YouTube. Fat Cat Customs on Facebook. Or look me up personally, Butch Fragel on Facebook. And please follow all my stuff. And I'm going to update you on all this great guitar shit. Because it's awesome. I truly love the instrument. I finally getting to do what I love in life, working on guitars for a living. So, this is where we're at. This is what we're doing. I will see you next Friday. Be weird.